Hi, it's Dr. Jenny here, and I want to take a little bit of time and talk about New Year's resolutions and why, if you've made one, you should time out, stop, and do something different. Statistically speaking, if you're watching this video, you're going to make a New Year's resolution. Unfortunately, statistically speaking, you're also not going to follow through on that resolution and get the results you want. So, why does this happen? Well, I love this time of the year. Everything gets a new start. We have good plans, things like that. What I don't love watching is people get frustrated because they set some kind of resolution and then 2 months later it's back to old habits. So why does that happen, and what can you do differently? I think resolutions tend to be very vague in nature. They are things like, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to exercise more. Well, what in the heck does that mean? If you don't have very clear, specific, and measurable goals, a lot of times those just become great ideas that never materialize into anything. So that's one side of it. And then I also work with a lot of people that they have the best of intentions and they have clarity, but for whatever reason they just fail to execute. And so that they're just lacking the mechanics of a plan, of a good plan. And so it's hard to watch because it's just like going around and round in this circle of not getting where you want to go and getting frustrated and feeling like you want to give up. And so, why does that happen, and what can we do differently? I think when you're talking about resolutions, I think we want to get away from that and we want to go with, we're going to make a plan. And so let's talk about what that looks like. 3 things you can do to make a plan to get results that you want, whether it's your health or any other area of your life. I like to talk about health because it's what I do, and I do this with people a lot. But the first thing is we need to get clear. We need to get clear on exactly what it is we want. If we want to lose weight, how much weight do we want to lose? If we want to be healthier, what does that mean? Do we want to reduce our triglyceride levels? Do we want to improve our blood sugar handling numbers? Reduce inflammatory markers? What in the world does that mean? Give yourself some goals and make them absolutely objective. No wishy-washy things like that. And sometimes we don't know what we want. You might need help. You might need help getting clarity on what is a good goal, where I know that I'm not feeling good. I know that I want to get from feeling bad to feeling good, but what does that mean? What are the areas that I need to get clarity around? Sometimes you need to have somebody help you on that journey. Number 2, once you figure out what you want, you need to find people that are doing the same thing as you, and you need to be surrounded by like-minded people. So, for example, if you know that you want to eat 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, that means you're probably not going to go to fast food 2 or 3 times a day and get the nutrition you want there. So make sure your friends aren't dragging you down that road with you. Join a running group. Find friends that are going to yoga class and walking or running or whatever it is, and that positive energy kind of pulls you into it. But the reverse is true too. If you surround yourself by negativity and things you don't want, you end up in that camp as well. So find those people that are healthy and ask them what they're doing and join up with them and surround yourself with them. And then also become that person that encourages people to become healthier and to go on this journey and moves other people in the right direction. So find those people and then become that person too. And then the third thing is to use the goals you've set, the very specific goals you've set, and develop a step-by-step plan. So if I say I want to lose weight, and then I get clarity around that, I say I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. I know that that's about 10 pounds a month or 2.5 pounds a week, something like that. So now I've got, okay, in order to do that, I need to cut my calories by this much. I need to increase my calorie burn by this much. Now you figure it out and you put it on paper. So that looks like I'm eating this is what I'm going to eat. Instead of what I was eating before, I need to cut 300 calories out of my day. It's going to look like this. Or I need to get another workout in every week because that'll burn some of these calories. Whatever that means, now you have some clarity around what you're going to do, and it's on paper and it's actionable, and you can execute and get the results you want. So often we kind of have these good ideas, but we don't get clarity, and then we don't make a plan, and then they're just a good idea instead of something that you can actually do. Because when you don't do this number 3 where you put it on paper and map it out, old habits start creeping in. You meant to go to the gym, but you just didn't, and because this got in the way and things like that. So you need a plan, and it needs to be actionable. And what I find, because I do this with people a lot, is that the first couple months, this is kind of tedious. It's like you're journaling stuff out and all that stuff, and it feels a little bit overwhelming when you first get started. But over time, it becomes easier, and then you get in a groove, and you don't have to do all that tedium anymore where you're writing down stuff, unless you start to get off track, and then you have to redirect. But things just start becoming a habit. Like, you don't have to write down that you're going to work out 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, because it's just what you do, and it feels good, and you're in the groove, and it's done. Or you don't have to map out, where am I going to get 1 serving of vegetables for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 2 for dinner, because you've been doing it, and it's just a habit. So it takes a little bit to get in the groove, but then it's a lot easier to maintain once you're already going. So if what I said resonated with you, and you've been on that train of I'm making a resolution and it doesn't work, and then I get frustrated, and then I wait till the next year and I do it again, and you want to actually do a plan, I think that's awesome. I would encourage you to do that. And maybe you need some help. And here is how myself and my team can help. Maybe you need some clarity on what goals you need to set. You don't know. You just know you don't feel good, and you've thought about losing weight. You've tried to lose weight, but it doesn't seem like it's happening. So maybe you need to have some labs done and find out the reasons so that you can get clear. And then the other side of it is, now that you know what to do, sometimes you need someone to hold you accountable, ask questions, help you troubleshoot an objection handle, and make all of those things that you come up with on paper happen in real life. And that's where I have a health coach. Her name is Tara. She works with me, and she's fabulous. That's really where she shines. And we both do this work, and together, a lot of times it is what is needed to take somebody from that feeling of defeat and overwhelm to, yes, okay, now I know what to do, and now I know how to execute. So there's a link on my website, drjeni.com, drjeni.com. If you go, and there's a way to book a free consultation. If you want to talk to myself or one of my team members about what that looks like, we'll be happy to talk to you and see if we're a good fit to help you with that. That's what we do. We love it. We're very passionate about it, and we think that it's changing the future of healthcare. And I would invite you to join with us in that if you're interested. So thank you, and I hope that this year is your best year ever.